Hello, darlings. Welcome to Moody Moon Energy Report. It's May the 1st, and it is time to enjoy the blooms of what you've planted so far this year. And how are your blooms looking? You know? If you're struggling, it's understandable. There's a lot that is happening in our environments, things that are hard to understand, but that is where you are needing to just focus on you, and everything else around you will shift to what you have created of your environment. Remember that. You are the creator. You're the creator. Sure, there's some things that we think we cannot have control over. Okay, but remember, control is an illusion. If you're having to control something, then that's what you need to investigate. So that's going to take me into this moody moon report. Full moon report. Today, in the sun sign of Taurus, which is my sun sign month, it is a full moon in Scorpio energy, which is my rising. So I'm having a great time. Because look, the Taurus sun, we're about watching the flowers bloom, enjoying peace, quiet, our alone time, like I'm having now, looking outside. It's about to rain, having my coffee in a meditative state. But we also enjoy having family get-togethers, having celebrations, good food, wine, good music, good company, right? And then we have this moody full moon that comes in Scorpio energy. And Scorpio is obsessive, passionate, investigative, right? And very protective of their energy. Taurus and Scorpio are both very intuitive. So, yeah. If Taurus is bothered right now, and then Scorpio is going to come in like fire, even though it's water energy. But Scorpio's going to come in like fire and sting the situation and then talk about it later with the Taurus and a glass of wine to say, see what you made me do. Okay, so that is a little red flag, meaning time to slow down, because we feel that, you know, we've slowed down a bit whenever we come into the Taurus energy, right? Because we're observing and needing to take that time to smell the flowers. to smell the roses. It's time. So now, how do your roses look? How do your flowers look? Are they all wilty and dry and you forget to water them? Yeah. You know, I had some like that. Terrible, terrible. I teach a private meditation group. I've been doing it every Wednesday. We teach it here out of our home, and we, we're the perfect match. It's a beautiful bunch. And a few weeks ago during the new moon, I did an exercise with them, and I did it too. I had biodegradable cups, planting cups, and had some, some potting soil and a box of mixed bloom seeds and some Miracle-Gro. And we all planted some seeds and watered them, and then brought them in for our meditation. And using the flower, the seeds, right, as the exercise of that being the self. So it's time to take care of yourself as we slow down in this Taurus sun and energy, because Scorpio gets obsessive in the projects, right? But in the process, stresses themselves out. And yes, there's things that are needing to be done and taken care of, right? But if you're not taking care of yourself, then those things, that's the energy that you're going to put into whatever you're trying to grow, right? So that little, exercise that I did with everyone about planting seeds was also a lesson in that. It's in that. Every day, taking time to check on our seeds, right? Water them if it's time to water them, and speak to them in a loving manner, in reflection of yourself, right? Without judgment of, or without any fear or worry that, oh my gosh, they're not growing, they're not this, they're not that. Remember, that's energy that you're putting into it. There are studies where people have spoken to 2 jars of water, and one they spoke negatively to it, and it started to get murky and cloudy, and then the other, it stayed clear because they were speaking to it in a loving manner. Okay. How are your blooms looking? How are you treating yourself? That's what this is. That's what this time of year is. This full moon is the flower moon. And there are 2 full moons this month. Okay. New beginnings, right? We did this little project in the new moon, because that's what that represents. New beginnings, new ideas, new projects, right? Slow down and give yourself rest Give yourself compassion. Okay? Ground. Meditate. Do what helps you stay focused, right? Adopt a daily practice of staying focused. That is so important to do. It is so important for you to do. And as you do it, then guess what? You develop a discipline for it. And that is what we lack, you know? We are so quick-fired to try and to deal with somebody else or some situation around us, right? Okay? Whenever, hey, that's on them. You let them go to their lessons. You can't learn their lessons any more than they can learn yours. It's not going to happen. Let them go to their lessons. Okay? It's not on you. That's on them. Just throw them a quick peace sign if you need to. Peace, love, and light, because that is your lesson, not mine. Okay? And if there is a disruption in your force field, okay, this investigative Scorpio moon, full moon, right, will be like what a full moon does. It illuminates, it sheds light on what is lurking and hiding in the shadows and what we have left in the shadows and not want to deal with, right? Full moon's going to bring that out. So whenever something does come and it feels like it hits you from the right and unexpectedly, no, there's nothing unexpected. There is no coincidence. It's a synchronicity. That means that it is in divine time. Your divine time to understand what's happening and be able to deal with it. Okay, in a non-moody way, look at it as, okay, stop, and this is what, I tell my friends in meditation class and clients, just stop and take slow, deep, cleansing breaths, just a couple. You don't have to announce it to everybody. In your environment, if you have people around you, you don't have to, hey, everybody stop because I need to meditate right now. This is what you do to me. Just stop. And if you can close your eyes, even better. Just 3 slow, deep cleansing breaths to assess the situation. Right? And ask yourself, because look, the question that you ask yourself, that is your spiritual intent, your spiritual expression and higher self and guides trying to talk to you, to help you understand and let go of whatever it is, right? And I was going to say intention. Yes, this is all, you at this time are needing to be your intention. However you are treating yourself, okay, is what you're going to attract to yourself. Remember that. Wherever your energy is, you're going to get more of that. Okay, you've been working hard. Why give yourself more stress? So stop take a few slow, deep cleansing breaths whenever a situationship or something is, comes up, because it will, full moon. It's not meant for you to have to relive again whatever it was. It's meant for you to understand, hey, you forgot about this thing. It's something that is an attachment to you. And because of the intentions that you've set, because of the blooms that you have planted, this is one less thing to release and let go and fix. And that's it. It's just meant for you to understand that, this happened for you, no longer to you, and let it go. Just blow it out. Blow it out. Exhale it out. Because when you breathe in the healing energy of your energy field, of your aura. And it transmutes within your aura when you exhale, right? When you release toxic energy, when you release. But you are no longer, what no longer serves you. You release it back to your soul to heal. Okay? So, remember that whenever something comes up, because life is that spiral. It's that quantum spiral. And it will continue to come around until you deal with it. Okay? And the quicker that you are able to understand that in loving yourself and having compassion for yourself, then the easier it is. And then each time it'll just be a little quicker and quicker, so that you can get back to smelling your roses, getting some self-care, and not feeling a burnout. Now that's another one, okay? This burnout feeling that people are already having. We are almost mid-year. You still have a ways to go, darling. So, we have these symptoms, these physical symptoms that we feel whenever things are off with the Schumann resonance, right? Those of y'all don't know, the Schumann resonance is the electromagnetic field of the planet. It is the heartbeat frequency of our planet, which is the same frequency as our heart center chakra, 7.83. This is why grounding feels good, because you are grounding into and becoming one with the energy of your of the planet, of Mother Gaia. And there's been some, there's been some ups and downs on the frequency scale here recently, but right now it's just kind of steady. It's just holding steady right now. But when that's happening, well, it is now. I felt a shift happen last night. I felt it. So I knew that, okay, it's going to be a better day. Because before that, let me tell you, the symptoms of fatigue and the ringing in the ears, okay, the crickets. Also, anxiety was at a high. I have to go back and look at these, at the Schumann charts for yesterday around that time, because I felt it. It was awful. It was awful. And then before that, when there's an intense Schumann resonance energy, then you're having digestive issues on top of fatigue, on top of the anxiety, right? So there was a shift that happened, and thank goodness, because a full moon's already going to disrupt your sleep. You'll be up and down, not being able to sleep or rest properly, right? And the Taurus sun and the Scorpio, we are not about that. We need our rest. We need our rest. We are not about having disrupted sleep, okay? So, yeah. So last night, even though, I was up a couple of times, I feel good, right? Feel rested. Because there was a shift that happened yesterday. And when that happened, then those other symptoms, they slow down, way down. So, and then there was some grounding in order that was needed. So when we went outdoors and fed the birds, and, we were grounding like that. Very important to take care of yourself. You are a multidimensional light being. That is who you are first. Okay? That is your source energy. Then you are wearing a 3D physical avatar that's going to be affected by whatever frequencies are in the environment. So make your environment balanced. Okay? Make it balanced. And you do that by self-care, loving yourself, having the intention, speaking to yourself in a positive manner. You are the seeds. You are your bloom. So set these intentions for today's flower moon. Okay? And let's see what you accomplish. Let's see how you feel and how you look as you hold your head up high and straighten out your crown. Okay? Remembering who you are. Who you are as an awakened, multidimensional light being. You are here setting the pace. As we release the old world, no longer supports our light. This is the importance of self-care, because you are maintaining the light anchor that you are. You got to keep that strong. And that's on you, not on anybody else. It's on you. So adopt a daily practice of doing it. Okay? Yeah. So I will leave it right here. It's now starting to rain, and it looks like the sun is starting to come out with it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, all right. Have a wonderful May 1st flower moon, setting your intentions, taking some time to love yourself, have a bubble bath, ground, go outdoors if you can, sit in a breeze, have a wind bath, beautiful. And have a good meal. And I will get back to you for the next Moody Moon Energy Report. Bye, darling.